Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Before we get into our session, I just want to take a quick moment and thank our sponsor for this video, which is Blueland. Blueland creates products that are supportive to cutting back on single-use plastic. Essentially, they are cleaning supplies. They create products in a tablet form. So in some cases, you would add that tablet to water, a spray bottle that they provide for you, which could be glass and window cleaner, bathroom cleaner, kitchen cleaner. They also have tablets for toilet bowl cleaner, which is it feels weird to say, but actually pretty fun to use. You drop it in and it foams up and then you scrub it, and for some reason it's somehow fun. It makes it so easy to store extra products that we definitely need to have on hand without bottles and bottles and bottles under the sink, under the bathroom sink, in the laundry area. It has made it just so much easier to store extra things, essentially saving you money and space without the plastic waste. They are convenient, affordable, sourced from clean ingredients, and of course, very importantly here, effective. Traditional cleaners and soaps are usually around $5 or $6 per bottle, but Blueland's refill tablets start at just $2.25. And when you have the bottle, you use it over and over again versus throwing out plastic constantly with the traditional cleaners. You just fill up your bottle with warm to hot water, drop one of these tablets in. I'm making some hand soap here, some foaming hand soap, and in just a few minutes you can use it, no shaking or stirring required. Because this is my second order of Blueland and I already have the bottles, I've received a nice amount of refills here for my bathroom cleaner, the multi-purpose cleaner or all-purpose cleaner that I love to use in the kitchen and for wiping down surfaces, as well as the glass and window cleaner. And I also got a whole variety of all these different scents for the hand soap, which I absolutely love the hand soap. They also sent me toilet bowl cleaner, as I said, which came with this very chic very chic metal container, and you just put the cleaning tablets in there. It looks so nice instead of having that gooseneck plastic bottle under the sink there. Blueland is also EPA Safer Choice certified, which means the EPA scientists have evaluated every ingredient in the product to make sure it meets Safer Choice stringent criteria. I can't recommend Blueland products enough. I really love them. I love the idea. I love how much space it saves, how affordable it is, the fact that I'm not gonna run out because they're very easy to store backups of, and importantly, I love that there are no harmful ingredients here. Of course, Blueland has a generous discount for my viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much. You can get 15% off your first kit by simply clicking my link below in the video description here, or scan the QR code, which I will place over here for you. Thank you so very much to Blueland for partnering with me on this video, and thank you for the products. I absolutely love them. And thank you so much, truly, viewers and subscribers. I could not do this without you. I love you so much. And now let's get into our session. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lunanate, and what I'm creating for you today is our monthly video inspired by the present zodiac season that we are in. And we're already in Libra season for 2023. These sessions aren't necessarily only good for that time of year or, that place on a timeline. But for me as a creator, I want to work with what's going on in the collective, what I'm inspired to. So it's a session inspired by the zodiac season and what's happening in the collective from my perception. So happy birthday, Libra, you beautiful, beautiful people. Wishing you the best. If you've never seen one of my videos before, my name is Jillian, and I am a Reiki teacher, practitioner, student with a passion for studying and practicing healing arts modalities in the vein of self-development, self-improvement, self-healing, therapeutic practices. So taking a bit of the elements of meditation, of dream work, of most importantly self-reflection and a moment for ourselves in the day to shine the light back into ourselves. And that's kind of what Lunanate means to me. So the topics that came up in our tarot reading for this season, which is on Patreon, were themes of a new phase of life, particularly one where we are called to strengthen our bodies, strengthen our vitality, focus on whether that be exercise or how we're feeding ourselves, or the, may I say, in some cases, like urgency of self-care. If we're not taking care of ourselves, it's a big problem, right? So we want to call that into our session today and work to strengthen energetically our vitality, and also to plant seeds to inspire action in our lives, whether that again is through exercise or different hobbies or moving your body or whatever it might be for you. You know, I don't want to dictate, but things to increase your physical well-being ultimately. More themes that came up were also about patience and not settling for what's here right now, waiting for what is right for us. So we're going to work with a little of that. And also there was a major call for an energetic cleanse. So we'll be doing some cleansing as well, particularly for anyone who's experiencing burnout. So we have this call to increase vitality, this call to clear stagnant energies or release things such as guilt or shame, or just the uncomfortability with needing time for ourselves, needing to prioritize ourselves, because it can be challenging for a lot of us. And finally, a theme of cultivating and directing our energy. So to wrap this all together, we have a story here of calling our energy back, building our personal energy up through a physical level of some kind, working in the physical to create the energetic, spiritual, emotional, mental vitalities as well, like using that as the foundation to build upon, and the action sort of serving as that catalyst and feedback loop or feedback chain, I guess you could say, like through the subtle, starting here with the body and then also returning to the body in our resources and our experiences and the quality of our life that we're living. So we're doing cleansing, calling back energy, building energy, and then directing energy in a way that is not scattered and in a way that is deliberate, intentional. What am I putting my energy towards versus perhaps some experiences that were a bit more like energy vampire in nature or draining of your energy? Okay, so I'm sorry it's a little jumbly. In my head, I can see how it all folds together, but I feel like I'm not explaining it perfectly here, but hopefully you can hear me with your heart. All right, we're going to start with our intention candle as we typically do. I create these sessions with an ASMR style, but they're not exclusively ASMR videos. So we're going to light our candle on behalf of the highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment, with intentions of building our own energetic fields, particularly to almost, inception ourselves, to be inspired to work more deliberately with our body. That can mean any number of things, of course. That could be working with a trainer. That could be really committing yourself to some big changes that you want to see in your body, or how you treat your body, how you connect with your body, how you experience your body. But even on the lighter side of just movement, of swaying, of dance, of something more playful potentially and a little less rigid. But there's not necessarily a call here for rigidity. It's whatever feels right to you as long as it's happening. And from there, you're building your your energetic field. So we really want to inspire that, so that tomorrow morning when you wake up, you feel called to take a walk, or you feel called to take the stairs or park farther away in like simple ways so you get a little more steps in, or to go to bed earlier at night, to wake up earlier if that feels right for you. But really we want to inspire action here. So that's a big part of this. We want to focus on cleansing, supporting the movement, supporting the release, supporting the clearing of potentially destructive energies or destructive patterns in your personal experience in any way. We want to call in harmony as we do these things. We are calling in harmony right now. And also, we're going to cultivate energy through the use of sound, building and directing. So during this session, if you feel called, you can claim your intention of direction. Let's cut all the BS. Let's cut all of the detrimental, destructive things. Where do I really want to see? Like, where am I investing my energy? Okay, so if you have your own intention you'd like to set, just have a look at this beautiful dancing light and send it into that flame. And declare your will. Okay. Typically I start with the cleanse and then move from there, but I want to begin calling in this vitality ahead of time. Like, I want this stream of vitality flowing through as we're cleansing to really support pushing out. And I want to say too, I mean, you can work with this in all of your actions. If you're like, I want to start moving my body now, I want to start with the foundations here, even though it's maybe 2 in the morning and I don't want to go outside right now. You can get up and move, you can sway, even if you're laying in bed, you can do something with an intention, pushing your hands out in front of you if you're able to. See yourself pushing something away, calling in. The movement of the physical is a very powerful element in ritual, we could say, or in communicating with the subtle. And once we start doing something, moving in some way, really powerful shifts begin to happen. So here I have this gorgeous ruby from Monk and Moon. I'm holding it a little weird because I want you to be able to see that really pretty flash. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to charge this and hold it in different places as we're channeling through. So I'm going to start in the heart, calling in a reminder, a connection to yourself, your purpose, and the fact that you're here to do things. What was that expression or saying that, like, I'm butchering it, but it was something alluding to a life that you just think about and contemplate isn't a life lived. Life is measured in action, so feeling that in your heart, connecting with your physical purpose here, whatever that might be, many mediums, not to limit you or make you feel pressured in any way, but to inspire, to grab hold of the reins of your life and your movements, your body, your health, your self-care, and how stacked upon this foundation of self and actions, and when that is harmonized and utilized and pumping and moving and blood and oxygen are flowing, it supports so much our mental health. It supports so much our emotional well-being and takes us out of the mind of thought into the mind of body, in a sense, for that calm mind so that we can more easily get into that meditative state through movement, through grounding. through. We're going to hold this into the third eye, or just move this through the third eye. See yourself taking action. See yourself doing what's right for you. And this is a new phase. It's a new, fresh start here for a lot of us. And I'm going to go down to the solar. Charging the solar. Charging the root. And then attuning the sacral, throat, and crown with this inspired action, motivation to care for your body. I don't know much about cars, but I remember hearing this in high school, that there are some engines that like to be driven. There's some engines that want the gas, like they want to be like, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but like open her up, like on that road. And I feel like our bodies are that way, and we don't always give it to them. Even though it feels so good. So we're just moving through the chakra points, the points of consciousness, calling in to attune all points of consciousness so that they're all working in synergy to support your health, your movement, what you do to care for your body. Intellectually, learning more in a sort of dreamy way, seeing yourself, so that manifestive quality, the spiritual way of getting in the zone as you connect to your body and you clear thought, excess thought, the heart, feeling, responding, communicating the desire for this as well as part of your journey, your actions, your ego, your sense of self, your emotional clearing, attunement, and your root, your body, your blood, your resources, your safety and security, your needs, all attuned to this purpose of vitality. And I'm just going to place this, we could say, between your feet, or just aligned to the center of your form. And just call out this like ruby field around you. For help of visualizing, we have a red light, just a regular red light. But we're going to command the aura to take on this gorgeous red color. Okay, so call upon your aura, or allow me to do so for you if you're okay with that, to take on this brilliant red. This focus on the body, this focus on what's right for you. Strengthening your immune system, harmonizing your immune system. Strengthening your organs, harmonizing your blood, oxygen, your drive, impulse to move or to shift or to cook something at home versus going out, right? There's so many ways this can come up. All around you, just this like aura of red. Beautiful, beautiful red. health. This vitality transfers into your relationships, your creative fields, your bank account. Just channeling through. We're going to focus into the mind. Okay. And we'll just move the light around you a little more. We'll shine it into your eyes. If you could close your eyes if you wish. Okay. From the inside out, right? So here's a dried rose. And this is going to support us, or we'll call using this in the session as a form of cleansing, or to move over to cleansing. And remember, this red aura and this vitality from within is just very dominant in your field right now. So it's a very empowered state to be in as we work on some cleansing. So we're going to see this as something detrimental. I know it's just a sweet flower. But we're going to see this as something detrimental, something destructive. Maybe there's a relationship you can think of. Maybe there's a habit. Maybe you want to be general. Yes, that represents my self-destructive qualities. That represents my people-pleasing. That represents the things I'm trying to work out in therapy. Whatever, however you're able to use your words or intentions. And for me to do so on your behalf, I'm going to go general. So just see this as something not good for you. And we can appreciate that might have served us in time, but it's time to let it go, right? So get ready to say goodbye. I'm gonna crush it. And let it just crumble to the floor. Like leaves in the forest, turning to soil for the new seedlings. And it's gone. We're going to use some smoke to clear. So we have a rope incense, we have some cedar here, and we have some wood, which I think is, I'm not sure which this one is. It's not Palo. It's maybe like a, it doesn't look like a pine either. Maybe like a juniper or something. So let me just like this on my Kindle. And we're going to place it on the loose leaves here. And we're going to like this. So we have this offering of smoke. And using the fire as it's transmuting. Looks pretty cool. You want to get that other stuff going too. Energetic cleansing, empowering as well. Through your form, through the core of you, the center column, from the higher chakras to the lower chakras, meeting at the nexus and the heart. Cleansing spray. It's not about cleansing as in like take it away from me, oh I'm weak. It's more of like building up your own power here where it's projected out of you. Like the cleanse is like you're forcing it out yourself. Channeling through, kind of stoking your own fire here, energizing yourself. Libra season is a sweet and fun season in my opinion, but it can also be a little like low energy. The sun is not exactly in its most empowered state when it's in Libra. So we can feel a little confused or a little passive. And we really want to call in an acknowledgement. It's nice to go with the flow. It's nice to focus on the mental stimulation and the build-up. But there's also action that we need to take. So we want to call in our ability to take action and call in our passions. gorgeous. Let me use this. Amethyst cluster kind of slice thing. And we're going to focus on channeling through and combing just to support. You're already projecting out. You're doing your own cleansing here through your own personal power, through the actions you take. You might have already started like kind of amping up your exercise or being more focused on those kind of things. I feel like a lot of you may be preparing your body for something specific, like a marathon or a trip or a hike or some thing. Maybe some of you are focused on fertility or something like that. And hoping that any detrimental, any destructive, any non-supportive energy to move out of you. Release, release, release. I want to correct myself here as well. Pardon me. I don't mean to call Libras passive. The opposite to them is Aries, so they have that Aries like in them too. They can lean that way, they can go that way, and they know how powerful that is, so they intentionally keep the peace so that that doesn't have to come out. I didn't mean to, say Libras were any sort of doormat. It's definitely not the case. They just really know the value of balance. Sweeping. We're going to sweep down and out the feet or out the bottom of the body, the lowest point of the body, just sweeping it out. I'm going to comb your head a little here. Palms. Just calling in balance to your in and out. First you're in your receptive channels, receptive meridians. Harmonizing your dominant meridians, possibly dominant palm point if that's okay. And we're focusing on this in any which way that is, helpful and supportive. But I particularly want to add a spin or intention of what supports the body. The body is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Here I have Venus and Mars, and we're going to work binaurally, which if you don't know what binaural means, it doesn't mean stereo. Sometimes people say binaural, but they're just talking about stereo. The concept of binaural frequencies is that the left ear hears one frequency, the right hears another, and your brain puts them together, like creates its own, or not creates its own, but like blends them in your head. That's what binaural means. Okay, so just gonna hold this up. At the time that I'm creating this, we have the North Node in Aries, the South Node in Libra. So working with Mars and Venus is just really good practice right now, regardless. These frequencies, we are raising our energy harmoniously, not in an over-energized way, balanced, but raising your personal energy, your yin and yang, your feminine and masculine, your light and shadow. Feel your energy vibrate. Feel yourself building it up from the base of your spine into your lower tummy, lower abdominal area. We're going to switch the currents here. You can even feel them in your reproductive organs. Feel this energy rising through you. Up into your stomach. Your heart, your chest, your lungs. Powerful energy. Up to your throat, clavicle. Like water rising or fire rising, flame, a watery flame perhaps, or a breeze. Something you can feel, the way you can feel the wind when you put your hand out the window when you're driving, or feel a flame as you run your finger through it. Up your neck, into your mouth, your sinuses, feel it behind your eyes, into your head, up to the top of your head, your crown. Feel it in your limbs. Feel it all through you. This perfectly balanced energy. Balanced force. And switching again. We're gonna call upon the energy to vibrate within you. Feel it. your force, your field, your power. And I want you to think of something you want to direct this to. Something you want to grow, something, an element of your new phase in life here. A relationship, a commitment to yourself, your authenticity, a goal, a project, a dream, a manifestation, a quality of self, a skill, a time in your life, as in starting school or starting a new job, becoming a parent, whatever it might be. And we're gonna use this little trigger here to direct it. Okay, so I'm going to just hold this up to your head, just like this, and you can see yourself. Ready, aim, fire, direct it. Direct this energy. Send it out to empower, to fuel, to, I don't want to say force, but to use your personal force to achieve something, or to experience something, or to heighten something. Whatever it might be for you, just direct it, see it in your mind's eye. Completely fueled and illuminated by the precision, the conciseness, the balanced energy that you send it to, that you send toward it. Okay. I'm gonna flip up your beautiful red aura. And I just want to speak to you a little bit about patience as you've worked on your manifestation here, whatever yours is. Just a reminder that when we want something, our mind is so powerful. It can make us try to force things to fit that aren't a good fit. And a huge part of your personal power is knowing what's for you and what's not. And trusting that as you release what is not for you, what is right then can come in. But we're human, we're impatient, but our impatience only slows things down more. So follow your heart, follow your instincts, use discernment, enjoy the ride. And remember that patience is a virtue. And it's a treat. Think of Libra like foreplay. Like Libra season is such a great time to commit to enjoying the process. It's not about rushing to the finish line. It's not even about getting on the track. It's about the why I want to do this. How does this stimulate me mentally? How many things can I find to appreciate about this? How many different ways can I see this unfolding? Or how much can I get out of this? How much can I enjoy this? How much can I be inspired by it? How much money can I attract through this, right? Like, I don't know, Venus represents money too, so I'm just throwing that in there. So, we're just focusing on you here. Beautifully balanced, so divine, and so sovereign, so empowered in your own field. And you carry that through, and you touch things, your field touches things and makes things happen. So thank you for all the work you do too. I want to thank you for allowing me to share a little piece of your path tonight and for being such an important part of mine. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you and I into this beautiful dynamic that we share. So very much love to you. Wishing you the best.